Hello, hello. Welcome to Audio Addiction. It is your boy Brandon. What's going on? Hope all of y'all are doing well. Um, yeah, very excited. We had talked about this on last stream on Wednesday. If you missed out, I know I've been very slacking in posting the next videos. So I have a couple videos to edit through, but for the most part, they should all be up. I'm gonna hope for the rest of this early. I should have them all edited tomorrow, and then hopefully scheduled out for the rest of the week. So come join on YouTube if you missed out. I still have to post End Flying Part 2, which I have preloaded already. I just have to throw it up on YouTube, and then the one we did last week, I also have to throw up as well. Sarah, hello, how's it going? But yeah, we got a little bit of fun stuff tonight. We're doing the Boyz. I'm very excited about the Boyz. We have talked about them. We've done some B-sides, but we have not covered them. So I feel like it's the appropriate time to talk about the Boyz. So very, very excited. Huge thanks to Jazz, and I'm sure Kaylee will be helping out as well about the Boyz. So I'm very excited to get into them. Sarah says I'm ready to dive into a new group. Yeah, I'm excited as well. I'm unfamiliar with the Boyz game, but from the B-sides and stuff like that, I really liked it. So I can only imagine I'll probably enjoy their discography. Um, but yeah, very stoked. Also, this is a monumental day. This is the day that I have been doing YouTube for 9 years of my life. So thanks for y'all for joining. If you're joining live, this is quite the quite a crazy experience. I didn't think that I would be making content for that long, so appreciate it. Sarah says I've literally known them through variety content. I've heard maybe a handful of Boyz songs. Yeah, that is crazy. Congrats on 9 years. Thanks, Jazz. Yeah, 9 years. Yeah. I love a good portion of their discography already, but still need to learn more about them. Yes, thank you. I congrats on your channel becoming being in fourth grade now. I know. Well, channel is gonna be a 10-year-old, and that scares me even more because that's like a third of my life that I've dedicated to YouTube. So I think that's even worse. So it is what it is. But very excited. Sally, thank you for 9 years. 9 years is insane. Congrats. Yeah. I still think 10 years is going to be like, I was thinking about it today and I was like, damn, I'm like, 10 years is going to be wild that I have aged a whole decade and it's online forever, you know? So we'll see what happens. I looked drastically different 10 years ago. So but yeah, very excited. Again, thanks to everybody that's been supporting me on my like K-pop journey. It's been very fun. I have a little bit of sad news to bring to the table. I had found out, and this is again no diss to either Therese or Alex. I still care a lot about them, but they unfortunately are not coming back to the show. So you get me for I God knows however long I want to continue to do this for, which is probably hopefully for a long time. But I did not want to be the bearer of bad news, unfortunately. But that's kind of where we're at here. So if you joined for either one of them, please go check them out. I mean, still go watch the videos. Or I still had an incredible time working with them, but definitely good luck to them as well. Like I said, I have no ill will to either one of them, but you know, yeah, I hope that they live in their best lives, certainly. So that was it. I feel like I had to hit you with the positive and the negative here today. So yeah, if you go watch any of the videos going further, hopefully it's just gonna be myself. So appreciate it. Sarah says, God, YouTube is getting so old. Like Smosh is celebrating 20 years this year. That's insane. Yeah, I know. I like them, like Good Mythical Morning. It's wild. So good for them. Continue doing it. That's crazy. At least for me, it's something to aspire to because I watched Smosh growing up, and for them to still be doing it, I think is such a like a beacon for me. So I get it. Kaylee says, "All that's okay. We still love you." Oh, thank you. I appreciate Kaylee. That's too bad. Good luck to them. I agree. Sarah says, "Oh no, whatever they're doing going further is very rewarding." Yeah, I agree. Smosh are like my hometown heroes. Very proud. Yeah, they're great. Like I said, I still watch a ton of their stuff, and Actually, I watch a lot of their stuff now. So we do the Reddit story. Justin and I do the Reddit stories and stuff. So very nice. But very cool. Kaylee says the Meatball and Brandon show now. Yeah, the Meatball and Brandon show. We love to see it. So, all right, cool. Well, as forementioned, Jazz has politely given me the playlist for the Boyz. So big shout outs to them. The following songs we have on this playlist, we're gonna try to get through a good majority of it. I probably like to get through about, I don't know, maybe half would be great, like 15 songs. That'd be awesome. But we have I'm Your Boy. We have Boy. There's so many boys. Walking in Time. We got Giddy Up. I like that already. Keep Her. Very nice. Then we have Right Here. No Air. Bloom Bloom. DDD. Reveal. Looks like we have a B-side for Salty. The Stealer. We have Drink It. Thrill Ride. Merry Bad Ending. Ooh, interesting. Maverick. We also have Echo. We have Sweet. Whisper. Survive the Night. Ooh, that sounds kind of interesting. I'm about that. All About You. Roar. Savior. We have Lip Gloss. Passion Fruit. Interesting. We have Watch It. It looks like we have Rat in the Trap. Interesting name as well. Honey. Nectar. Hurt Me Less. And then we're finishing it out with Trigger, which I think is probably, if I had to guess, is the newest one. So very, very nice. Let's see what we got here. Prepare to be sick of it, y'all. I'm very excited, Jazz. You're gonna be dropping some knowledge. I'm about it. Sarah says, the Boyz really want you to know that they're boys in case the name was too subtle. I was gonna say. Cinnamon says, I'm realizing I have no room on my desk to set up my laptop. Oof. I feel that. I didn't add any Japanese track to avoid copyright as much as possible. You should definitely check out their Japanese albums. They're so good. We'll have to check it out. If we have time on Wednesday stream, we'll have to do it. I also feel like I owe you guys a catch-up stream at some point, so I'll have to figure out when I can do that. But would love to do a catch-up stream since I missed so many. Or potentially I might do some more reaction videos, which I haven't done in quite a bit. So maybe I'll do some. If you know which ones, let me know. I'll have to. I know Chungha and Sumi is one on my list of ones that I need to do because, shout out to my girlfriend. She was driving yesterday, and she was just like, I can't listen to any of these songs. She's like, this is the problem with you being a YouTuber, is that like some of these songs I just can't listen to because I don't want you to like ruin it, because you stream all these live. So big salutes to her. She's a saint. So I'll have to do some reaction videos in the future. But yeah, Japanese releases, hopefully to do more in the future. But yes, I would like to do some more videos, at least in that capacity, so I don't feel like she doesn't miss out on some of the newest songs, because yeah. And I also checked out the Plave song. I feel like I would like to preface that it's great. I love it. So I'll have to rewatch it. I'm very excited. But either way, we're gonna start it off with I'm Your Boy. I'm very excited to get into it. So let's get off with the Boyz. I was gonna say we have Recine, Pat, and Pow. So yeah, we got some more. I'll let you all know. So let's do I'm Your Boy right now. 11. Oh, I remember this because I had a commentary about it. Ooh.
너랑 나 함께 있는 지금 이 순간 너무나 좋아 신기해 하루하루 날이 지날 때마다 너에 대한 생각이 더 많아져 심장이 점점 빨리 뛰어만 가고 온통 네 생각
Chorus is good.
관심사가 생길 줄은 몰랐어 널 보고 웃기만 해 정말 바보라서 집중 안 돼 정말 아무것도 안 돼 I wanna kill you in my part 다 필요 없어 너 없이는 의미 없다 너 하나로만 나를 다 채워간다 갈수록 내가 더 빠져버려 my girl 너만 생각이 나 정말 고마워 같은 하늘 아래 함께 있어서 이런 노래를 부를 수가 있어서
Great falsetto tone.
이미된 너를 볼 수가 있어서 정말 고마워 'Cause I'm your boy I'm your boy I'm your boy
Really love that melody choice in that chorus. Super nice.
I'm your boy I'm your boy
Oh.
밤하늘 밝게 빛나는 별보다 네가 눈부시고 환히 빛나 세상 그 누구보다 내 안에 담겨진 이 순간 모든 게 가슴 깊이 다 새겨줄게 'Cause I'm your boy I'm your boy I'm 언제든지 너를 위해 내어줄게 난 네가 중요해 난 너만 볼 거야 점점 더 설렌다 정말 boy I'm your boy I'm your boy 'Cause I'm your boy I'm your boy Yes I'm yours I'm your boy
Ooh. All right. This was the Boys and the song "I'm Your Boy." If you're hanging out, I keep saying "boy" a lot, and I feel like I'm probably it's probably gonna be a common trend. Um, this was awesome. Like I said, I am familiar with a couple of actually it's probably more than a couple now at this point, but I am familiar with a good sum of B-sides that have been presented because of lovely chat here. So my familiarity with their sound is pretty. I feel like I can dig out of the archives a little bit, but it looks like there is a little bit of some fun facts here from both Kaylee and Jazz. Kaylee says they debuted in 2017 and have 11 members. And then Jazz says this is a pre-debut track from their pre-debut show, Flower Snack, in which they owned and ran a restaurant while trying to put their name out there for debut. Oh, interesting. And then followed it up with saying TBZ were cast by a former SM casting director that helped form groups like EXO, Girls' Generation, TVXQ, etc. Very nice, very nice. Thanks for the info. This is great. I think this is like quintessential great hooks and great melody choices. I think they do a fantastic job of like not only utilizing, I think, the musicality of all of them. And when you have 11 members, I'd imagine you want to try to like extrapolate as much talent as possible from all of them, just because, again, it makes the most sense. It just adds a lot more depth to the musicality. And so it's really fun to see that. And so I love the fact that there's just a lot of great like ensemble vocals. Sally says there are 12 people on the screen. Did a member leave? Yes, let me know as well, chat. But I think the vocal choices and like a lot of the ways that they utilize them was really, really beautiful in this song, and I imagine will translate even more so in the title tracks to come. But I really love the chorus of this song. I think that chorus is super memorable. I think it holds up really well as well too. Like the song, like I feel like if I was to listen to this now, I'd still have the same sort of resonance. And obviously, I'm listening to this in 2025, so like I feel like for myself, like just given this is again pre-debut, I feel like this has aged very well. So huge kudos for that. Um, as well as that, I like the rapping. I thought this was really cool too. I thought this was an incredible kind of again like juxtaposition between like great vocal lines and great rapping. There's I don't know which members rap in the Boys, but I liked both of them, and I think maybe there might have been more than two, but they sounded incredible. So I liked both of them. I don't know if I could pick a favorite, but their energy was on point, and I was surely for it. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited to see what my biases are in this group because there's a lot of members and there's a lot of opportunity to I would assume, kind of grow. So I really thought this was cool. So very nice. Sally did get her question answered. Says Wall had to leave due to injury. Oh, that sucks. Well, hopefully he's doing well now. Sandra says, "Hi, just joined. Two questions. Are we are we congratulating Brandon on some type of milestone? 9 years. Yes, I've been doing YouTube for 9 years, Sandra. So that's my that's the 9 years of that. So, and then okay, 9 years. Thanks, Sally. Appreciate it. And yes, currently 11 members. Okay, so the rappers are Sunwoo and Eric. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, that's awesome. They're both great. I'm gonna be keeping a mental note of that in my head. So, um, I love that. And then some of the members helping rap here and there, very nice. Hyunjin Hwal would rap as well. Okay, very cool. Sandra says countless congrats to you, Brent. Oh, I appreciate it, Sandra. Thank you. My personal chaotic problem, aka biases, are Sungwoo and Jian. Very nice, very nice. Business says hello. Have to do adulting things tonight, but here listening. Oh, thank you, Biscuit. Appreciate you hanging out. With a side of Eric being an issue too. I feel like that. I feel like that's a common. I've noticed this about pretty much every like once I started to find out about biases. That's like one thing that I noticed about like doing this. I am like it's so difficult, but it's so much fun too. So I feel the struggle of trying to pick a bias, but I feel like Sunwoo right now is like he was the first person that I heard that I enjoyed his rap, and I feel like I always have to choose like one rap, like especially for like guys groups, I choose like one rapper and one vocalist. I feel so, or 10 is a good example of that because I feel like 10's such a. I mean, obviously he doesn't rap, but he's like one that always comes to mind where I was just like, damn, he stood out to me immediately, and I still love him in like the many pantheons of musical groups he's a part of now. But very nice, very nice. We shall keep it moving here. Kaylee says, I feel like Sunwoo is going to be a Brandon bias. I feel. Jazz says mine are Hakyeon and Singyoung. So he said he's gonna going bald next month. Oh no. Oh, well, hopefully they'll be out soon. But we're gonna move it on. This is Boy, which is next. Kaylee says, "Hey, mine are Hakyeon and Hyunjae." Very nice. Okay, let us know who your bias is in the comments if you have one. So let's get into Boy next.
시선들 속에 늘 꿈꾸던 넌 나의 손을 잡아줘 널 데려갈게 내게 보여줄게 magic boy 너 향해 있는 나의 모든 건 너를 바라봤어 baby 나와 너를 막는 건 다 신경 쓰지 마 조용히 눈을 감고 나를 불러줘 yeah. Let me 내게 보여줄게 show you my world yeah. Yeah. 단순한 내 꿈이 아닌 걸 난 이렇게 네 앞에 서 있는 걸
Ooh.
잡은 손을 절대 놓지 마. 네가 알던 세계는 거짓말. 반복되는 순간도 내게는 새로워. 넌날 변화시키는 걸 baby. 내 눈을 마주보고 있어줘. 내 눈을 봐줘 baby. 한시라도 내게서 넌 벗어나지 마. 벗어나지 마 baby.
If that first rapper was Sunwoo, I'm gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have a problem now. This choreo is really sick, actually. Nice build in. Great harmony. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. This was The Boyz, and the song was Boy. And I keep saying boy. And I probably will keep saying boy a bunch more. So thanks for hanging out. This was very fun. And I think it's interesting too, because like the first pre-debut song was like definitely something that I could imagine them doing more so in like their B side, which I think is really interesting. And then this one I think is like a completely different musical shift that I don't know if I am as familiar with in terms of like their discography. Like again, some of the B side songs that I listen to, like I don't know if I would attribute this sort of sound to it, but nonetheless, I thought it was really great. I love that like electronic like EDM hits. I think there's just something about it that just is I don't know. Like there's something really like memorable about like that type of styling. I don't know why, but like every time I'm like, damn, that just hits. There's just something about it that's just like very, very melodically like in my head, but it's just so good. Like there's just something about it where I could be shown a song in a similar sort of like in a similar sort of era and still be like, damn, this is so good. And like, you know, it could be from another boys group of that time frame, but it just I don't know, it feels very timeless to me, so I love that. I thought the melody choices again on this were really excellent as well too, like really memorable, especially that like the way that they're saying boy in the chorus. Like I just love a good hook and like earworm type stuff, and I think that's to me what like K-pop has always consistently done well, you know, in terms of the groups we've covered. And like even some of the ones now, like I think there's just a memorability to like how simplified like some of the stuff is. And like simple, it doesn't always mean translate to bad, but like I just think the simplicity of just having them say boy in a very melodic tone is very it's very good. And obviously it helps you kind of remember what the song is as well too, so I think it has a dual purpose, which I really like. Sungwoo, I feel like is going to be a problem for me. I love his rap delivery, and I feel like I'm going to say how much I enjoyed every time, and so I apologize on the like the squeaky wheel, because I feel like I'm going to be saying it a ton. So you know, the Sunwoo fans in the chat are gonna be eating tonight for me. But um, I thought this was fun. This is a very fun song. The bridge was cool. It was a nice departure from that really kind of like more upbeat, more in your face sort of sound, which I really like. And I think it offers that level of reprieve that I talk about often in like K-pop songs. But there's just something really nice about it. And I think it gives you that moment of like a little bit of clarity, and then you get to jump back into the song. So really love that. And then just that vocal pop off moment at the end, it looks like Kaylee was able to kind of help me out with that along with Jazz. It looks like it was Sengyeon and New, so big salute to them. They're incredible. And then on top of that, choreo was awesome. Like 12 members is a lot. So Suno, okay, thank you, Jazz. The W is silent. Okay. Yeah, Suno's incredible. But yeah, very cool, very cool. Let's see what we got here. Son just says that dancing with that many members without it looking messy is so hard. I agree. It is incredible, like the level of choreography and like nuance you have to have with that. And so also shout outs to their like choreographers as well. They're incredible. Jazz says def a song of its time, but I love it. I agree. Kaylee says, I think that they grow into their discography really well as we go and find a sound that's distinctly them. I agree. I also feel like the level of transition between their like different, again, thus far only with 2 songs, it feels very smart. It feels very calculated. So I'm curious to see how much more calculated they can become as a group. So let's see. I thought I did see something else about this. Okay, so Jazz gave a little bit more information. TBZ debuted in 2017, December of 2017, under Krieger Entertainment, debuting with the 12 members: Sengyeon, Jacob, Younghoon, Hyunjae, Jiyeon, Kevin, New, Q, Hakyeon, Hwal, who now goes Hyunjun. It looks like Suno and Eric. Very interesting. Okay. And then it says they are the first 4th generation boy group to debut. Wow. Okay. That is cool. All right. Well, we are going to keep it moving here. We have, it looks like a special clip, which is very fun. I always love to see that. And this one is Walking in Time. So let's go.
시간이 안 지나가 너 없는 now no 네가 아직 내게 남아 날 아프게만 해.
Ooh, I like the minor tones they're using.
가만히 앉아서 너와 만든 이 꺼낸 나 혼자 이 자리 맴돌고 있어. 이제 나는 잘 웃지도 않아. 그때 행복한 너와의 설레임 그 아무것도 내겐 없기에 너마저 내 옆에 없기에 I'm walking in time I'm walking in time.
Ooh. Okay. We shall see, Jess. Hopefully. Ooh, nice. Thank you.
네가 없는 날 모든 게 변해가 있어 예전과 same thing 네 손을 놓던 그때부터 난 standing right here 시계 바늘은 나를 붙잡지 되려 뒤로 밀려가는 느낌 새 옷을 꺼내 또 입어봐도 여전히 너의 향기가 남아있어 다른 곳에 다른 시간 속에 갇혀있어 같은 곳에 같은 너를 난 아직 찾고 있어 시간이 안 지나가 너 없는 날 네가 아직 내게 남아 날 아프기만 해 너와 baby 가만히 앉아서 너와 만든 이 추억을 꺼낸 나 혼자 이 자리 여기 혼자 남아있어 내 있어 너는 가끔 내 생각은 하니 Walking in time, yeah. 근데 아무것도
Ooh, I like this bridge. Ooh.
시간으로 달아진다 해도 추억으로만 남아진다 해도 시간이 날 치료해 줬으면 hey, 시간이 안 지나가
Great chord progression. So good.
시간이 안 지나가 네가 아직 내게 남아 네가 아직 내게 남아
I like that pitched vocal. That's nice.
baby 시간이 안 지나가 시간이 안 지나가 네가 아직 내게 남아 여기 이 자리에 서 있어 시간으로 달아진다 해도 추억으로 다 남아진다 해도 yeah.
All right, very nice. This was the Boys Walking in Time if you're hanging out. Very nice. It looks like Jazz says that this is a B-side from their debut album. One of my favorites. It's also a 5-minute long song. We really need to bring those back. I agree. As much as I love Sono in this song, I think again I want to give him the flowers he deserves, certainly. But I will also say that the vocals on this song were so smooth. I really have enjoyed a lot of the B-side choices of that both Jazz, Kaylee, other people have kind of pointed at me in that direction of checking out. So I'm very grateful for that. So thank you. But I feel like this evokes obviously a good B-side energy. Like it's not one of those songs that I feel like requires a ton of energy to it, but I think that there is just so much like subtlety and so much like beautiful essence to the song that I really like. And I think they do a fantastic job of like the chord progressions. I also really love the way that they stylize their vocals, like at the beginning of the song or like kind of the more front loaded part of the song. Like they don't really hit you with a lot of vocals. And I think with a group, when you have like at this current time 12 members, it can really seem a little overbearing. And so I think with a song like this, just having moments where not only like obviously the every member kind of has their own moment in the sun in a 5-minute long song, but I also feel like it just gives you a way better palette to work with in terms of like different vocals, different melody choices, harmonies, like the way that they like put people together and group people together. It just works out so beautifully. And I think not only does it give you the time and space to enjoy it, but I also feel like it allows you to savor it a little bit more. And so I really think the song is a great song that has a great build to it. Like beginning of the song, very light. There's like a piano and that like really filtered drum section, like kind of like drum riff, like super fun. Um, but like not it's invasive enough, but not too much where it's just like it works. And then you get to really hear a lot of the like subtle nuances of their vocals, but then as the song kind of progresses, it snowballs and snowballs and snowballs, and then you get this really fantastic like bridge section where you're like, damn, the vocals are so good, and like there's no way they could do it better. And then they hit you with that final chorus where like the vocals are like they have like pitched vocals, they have like harmonies, they have people doing ad libs, like the way that they wrapped in that like synth line was awesome, and I think it really kind of funnels it all together, and like it just to me feels like such a complete package where you know there is an opportunity for them to go wrong, and at every turn they have chosen at every turn they have not gone wrong, and they've always chosen the right path to go down. And so I really love that, and I think that again shows the immense amount of talent of all of them, but I will also give a shout outs to their writing staff and like the way that their producer works with them, because I think it really shows super well in the B-sides, and like the way that they can be a little bit more creative. And so I love that. So that was my TED talk on Walking in Time, but I thought it was a great B-side choice. It's definitely memorable to me, so I will absolutely be listening to this one again for sure. So very nice. Kaylee says that they are such great vocalists too. Too talented. I agree. Jazz says, what drew me to them was their unique melody choices, harmonies, and as you mentioned, chord progression. I agree. Sandra says, yes, the long song's coming back. I agree. Great vocals. Kaylee says, I love that this song shows their duality because they got some power vocals in their stuff. We'll see by like their softer side just as much. I agree. But I think it's like the like subtleties of that, right? Like it's so appropriate, right? Like where a group, when you have that many members, you could easily go overboard and really kind of douse people with that. I just love the like nuance. Like there's just something really special about reservation in music that I think is very underutilized, where you don't have to go over the top. There is like a subtle way of speaking that language, and so I think that they do a fantastic job of that in their B-side discography. So wanted to give them the kudos. Harmony says, I'm too much of my loud music. Too much of a fan of my loud music, as much as I love their vocal qualities and harmonies. All over their harder and faster songs. Hey, listen, to each their own. That's why it's a preference, but I respect your opinion for choosing the more intense songs. They're always warranted. They're always warranted. You know, listen, there is, as mentioning the duality, I think there is always that love for having those really intense songs and then having those chill songs, you know? So I like having both in the roster, but we shall keep moving. I'm excited about this one just by the title track name alone. This is Giddy Up, so let's check it out. Ooh. I like that little synth melody choice. Another eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, great chorus. The choreo section breakoffs are so sick.
고민은 down 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 날 따라 burn it up wow 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 소리쳐 turn it up 함께 해줘 이대로 나를 꽉꽉 잡아줘 모든 상상 그 이상 내게 줄게 날 믿어 We young and free 또 달려봐
This pre-chorus is sick too.
저도 다시 일어나 내 손잡아 더 꼭 꿔봐 함께면 다 좋아 Make some noise Giddy up 하늘 끝까지 가볼까 Go Giddy up 구름 속으로 달려가 Go run 절대 멈추지 마 이거 부딪혀 봐 손에 닿을 것 같아 꿈꿔왔던 이 순간 준비되었습니다 새로워진 것 온 세상이 빛날 때 Giddy up now Yeah, 벽치고 뛰어 타타타타 자리
Oh. All right.
굳이 말하면 on a track make it 집중하는 게 좋을 걸 전부 여태 봤던 것들과 다르게
Yeah.
속도로 달리지 baby right to 여기저기 멀리 거침없이 다 Giddy up
Ooh. That hit.
그냥 심장에 맡겨봐 Go run 절대 멈추지 마 내가 부딪혀 봐 모든 내 손 난 위야 꿈꿔왔던 이 순간 준비되는 거다 새로워진 것
Ooh, those ad libs in the back. Ooh. Ooh. That was a kudos. I like that. That was the Boyz. Giddy Up. If you're hanging out in chat, thanks for hanging. This is part 1. Hopefully I'll have part 2 up. Hopefully you'll be here for part 2, and part 2 will be recorded on Wednesday, so come hang out. But oh man, this was awesome. I want to go listen to it again, but I know we have more songs to get through, so I know I can't listen to it again. But oh, this was so lively. Oh, I love the production on this song. So cool. I gotta give a shout out to, like, again, their producer. So, like, vibrant. I love, like, that, like, really trebly, like, single coil, like, guitar tone. Just, like, super nice, really, like, punchy. I think it hits, like, that nice, like, treble range in the musicality that just makes it stick out a little bit more. So I love that. The bass riff in this song is chef's kiss. So good. I love a good funky K-pop bass riff, and I feel like this is going to be for sure in my pantheon of fantastic K-pop bass riffs. So I really love that. The chorus of this song is so much fun, and I think it's got such a great hook to it. Their, again, melody choice in that chorus is phenomenal. I loved the pre-chorus as well, and I think first go around I was like, ooh, this is so good, but, like, I couldn't tell if it was actually a pre-chorus or if it was just, like, an extended chorus section. But then second go around I did pick up that it was a pre-chorus, and that is awesome. I think the load in for that is so nice. It, like, really gears you up for the really fantastic chorus that you're about to hear. So I love that. And then got to give a shout out to my main man Sono. Man, that rap section in the bridge was probably my favorite thus far. I want to save the first spot for hopefully future tense, a fantastic song in the future. I imagine Sono's got some legendary, like, rap lines, but I felt like this one's got to be up there at least, just because I think just his delivery, his cadence, his push in the vocals are just so much fun, and it's definitely memorable in my book. So I think this is like a 10 out of 10 for me. I would probably put this, I'm gonna put this as my proverbial favorite so far. So it's just a placeholder, but I think this one is one of the incredible songs from the Boyz thus far in terms of title tracks. So I'm very curious if my thoughts will change, but I feel like this one for right now is a great placeholder, at least in my opinion. So very cool, very cool. Let's see what we got here. Kaylee says this one's fun. Jazz says I discovered them shortly after this comeback. Probably one of their funniest choreo. I don't know why I was gonna say funniest because it's not funny, but probably one of the funnest choreos. The members always make it fun. Hyunjin is absent during these promotions because he had surgery for an ankle injury. Oof. Well, considering how insane their choreo has been so far, I'm not really surprised by that. Jazz says adding to the eeny meeny miny mo's. I was gonna say there's so many that I've heard now, but it's really cool. And then Kaylee says, "Wait, why did I never see their names displayed on the screen in the back? That would make it so much easier when getting into them. Oh my god!" And then it says Jazz. Oh wait, Jazz says, "Yeah, most people miss it the first time." And to be fair, I didn't watch the MV as much as I listened to. So very nice, very nice. Yeah, this is. I feel validated in choosing this one because Jazz said that they got into the Boyz not much longer after this, so I feel very validated in choosing this one as one of my favorites. So I love that. But yeah, this was great. Also, the choreo breakoffs were really fun too, like the way that they panned the camera and they had like different units per se. I thought that was really cool. And I imagine when you have a large group of you have a large group, you're gonna have to do that. So I think they did a fantastic job of like making everybody feel special in that way. So 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. There's not much more I could say about this song, but we shall keep it moving. We have Keeper next. Let's check it out.
널 아프게 하는 것들 콕콕 찔러보는 애들 어깨 춤을 빙빙 만들면서 널 지킬게 두들두들대는 것도
Ooh.
가끔 돌아지는 것도 마냥 좋은 걸 난 지금 이 자리 지킬게 For you 지금 이 자리 지킬게 싱숭생숭해 머리가 지끈지끈해 슬슬 너가 눈길만 줘도 넘치는 도파민 빙빙빙 친구들은 비웃비웃네 다른 것들에는 집중이 안돼 와우 정신 못 차리거나 problem 나 같다면 넌 나와 같다면 그렇다면 이건 사랑일까요 아니면 I'm gonna get your love 이렇게 예쁜데 어떻게 가만히 있나요 널 아프게 하는 것들 콕콕 찔러보는 애들 어깨
This is so fun.
맴돌면서 널 지킬게
Also, that register is super high.
가끔 돌아지는 것도 마냥 좋은 걸 난 지금 이 자리 지킬게 For you 지금 이 자리 지킬게 Yeah 이 빛난 날 다쳐 숨겼던 star 그보다 빛나는 내게 뺏기는 맘난 1분 1초가 가운데 넌 언제 어디에 있던 왜 이렇게 이뻐 푹 빠졌어 나도 모르겠어 너 보고 일상 피하게 된 내 시선 와 싫어도 부끄러워 죽겠어 와우 오늘도 난 고민 나 같다면
Ooh.
넌 나와 같다면 그렇다면 이건 사랑이겠죠 아니더라도 I'm gonna get your love 이렇게 예쁜데 어떻게 가만히 있나요 널 아프게 하는 것들 꾹꾹 찔러보는 애들 어깨 주위 빙빙 맴돌면서 널 지킬게 두들두들대는 것도 가끔 돌아지는 것도 마냥 좋은
great harmony. Oh, that's cool, choreo. I like that. The airplane. All right, very cool. This was the Boyz Keeper. If you're hanging out, let's see. Jazz says that this is a digital single, and Hyunjin returns from hiatus for this one. Very nice, very nice. One of my favorite choreos of theirs. I agree. Choreo was on point. I like that plane formation choreo. I thought that was really cute. Jazz says such a fun summer bop. Sonja says the cute model airplane concept is well done. I agree. Very cute. Or cute. Kaylee says, and Jazz says, Sengyeon and Hyunjae on the bridge. Ooh, they were fantastic. But I thought this was very good. I like this one a lot. Like, I love the light quality of this song. Like, I think Kaylee had mentioned in a few songs previous to this one, like how well they can do the like really soft songs. And I feel like while this isn't particularly like in a more somber tone, I think this one has like a softness to it that I really appreciate. Like it's like it feels very comforting, and like it feels like, you know, like one of those nice like well, some of you know what the warm summer, like a really nice warm summer day, like not summer day, but like perfect temperature. You know what I mean? Like we're talking like maybe like high 60s, low 70s, a great like, you know what I mean? Like, and there's some people that live in that type of temperature all year long. I feel like this is like this is the song that I would imagine would be playing in my head every day if I could live in like an environment like that every day. Like I would just be like major key piano and me just like strolling down the street just being like, wow, everything's great. I think this one, it was really really well put together. I will say that the chorus is incredibly catchy. Sarah says that's the weather here this week. I guess I'm moving closer to you, Sarah. That sounds chef's kiss. I love it. But I think that the musicality of this was really really beautiful. I loved a lot of the melody choices, and I know Jazz had mentioned that in regards to loving the Boyz, and so I would absolutely agree. I just think it works out so well, and I think it, to me, in a, I don't want to say this in a, this is going to sound really negative, but like in a sea of a lot of different guys groups, like I really appreciate the fact that they're like each kind of group that we talk about and discover, like there's always something that I can always step away from and be like, oh shit, like it's so cool that there is something that is so like special about each boy group that I kind of encounter. You know what I mean? Like there's something really fun, something really memorable. And while this, I feel like I won't attribute to their sound, I just feel like I feel like it is a part of their kind of overall discography that will be memorable to me. So I thought this was really good. There was a particular section that I really enjoyed. There's like some really great like falsetto moments in this song, but I have to give a shout out to the guys as a collective, because the register on this song has to be so high, because there is some members that had some like really high like treble and like overtones of this song, and I'm just like, damn, like I'm just I'm shocked because there's so many great like overtones in this song, and I'm just like, damn, my whole thought process while listening to this song was just like, damn, like this one must be an absolute like shit show to play live, because there's so much like high register stuff going on. I don't know if they've played this one. I imagine they had played it at least once or twice, but the register on this song is like insane. So big kudos to them for if they did this live multiple times. But that's crazy. Jazz says they hardly do it like live, to be honest. I would imagine I would guess that they probably wouldn't do it as much live because again that register is super high, and I can imagine like them looking at a set list and absolutely dreading this song coming up because I'm not a fantastic singer, but I would be shitting my pants if I knew this song was on the playlist. So, um, kudos to them. Kudos to them. Everyone's talking about Kaylee. I do definitely feel bad for Kaylee. It warmed up a bit. Now it's negative 15 outside. Oof. Sanjay says some sunshine our way. The weather here is awful. Sorry to hit send too soon. Yeah. Oh, anybody who's freezing out there, stay safe. Um, best of luck to y'all. But we shall keep it moving. The next one looks like is right here. So let's get into it. Maybe this will warm us all up.
Boyz right here. 피할 수 없어. 눈이 마주친 순간 다 알면서 모르는 척하지 마. 네 미소가 말을 건다. 다가가 널 알아야겠어. 나 이런 적 없었는데 왜 자꾸 뜸들이 너게 좋은 예감이 드는 짐작하고 있어. 나도 알고 있어. Go on. 점점 재밌는 걸 어차피 생각 마라 girl.
Oh. I like those like 8-bitty synths. Nice.
이미 내 계획 속에 들어왔어. 이제 너와 나뿐이야. 우린 감싼 이 긴장감 놓지 마. 어서 내 맘 가져가. 지금 내 곁에 있는데 자꾸 시선이 곁에 분명히 너를 이끌 그래 직감이
I like this build it in the pre-chorus. Ooh. I like they kept the melody the same, but they changed up a lot of the vocal tones. Oh, nice payoff. Ooh. All right. Very cool. This was the Boyz right here if you're hanging out. Thanks for joining. This one was very fun. I like this one a lot. I like the musicality in this one was super cool. I like the synth choices. I think they did a great job of like having that like really cool kind of like 8-bit like very like electronic focus and very like heavily drenched song. I think it works out really well in their favor. I also like that beats of the song, as well as like the way that the melody lines up with a lot of the choices that they did vocally, I think is really cool. And I like how interchangeable they are. I think it really, again, shows how like fluid they are as a unit. So I really like that a lot. That pre-chorus build was super fun. I think it pays off into that chorus super well. I just feel like a lot of the pre-chorus build into the choruses for the Boyz thus far, I've really enjoyed. So I feel like that to me is something that I noticed as a trend musically that I've really liked about their styling. So again, I think it further exemplifies the like melody choices that they use and how crucial it is to their overall sound. So I think they did a great job of this one. Again, chorus super memorable in this song. I really thought the bridge was interesting. I can't tell if I really enjoy it fully or not. Only because I'm normally with a lot of the bridges that we've listened to, not only on this show, but as well as just like the boy, at least the Boyz discography thus far, I feel like they've always switched the bridge up in some way. And I felt like with this bridge specifically, like it was intentional that they didn't. And like I like that, but I also don't like it because I'm so familiarized with the way that they have their songs structured. I'm kind of like shit. Like it would have been cool if they like switched it up, but I like the fact that it keeps kind of that main melody again, that like a lot of that synth choice that they're using. They're using that, if not like duplicating that sort of sound in that bridge. But I really like that this one kind of takes a little bit of divergence, as well as that the like build section towards the end of that bridge I thought was very interesting, and then the way they lead it into that like final chorus I thought was an interesting transition. Maybe I feel like it will probably grow on me, but thus far, like, this is not a bad song by any stretch. I just think structurally I'm just like so familiarized with like how they've typically done songs that I think this song just kind of inherently threw me off. And it's like I don't have any hate for it, obviously, but I'm just like, maybe I just got to listen to it contextually in terms of albums. Like, I'm such a context head that I feel like for me, like, in order for me to, like, if I don't get a title track, it's like, shit. Like, I got to make sure it makes, like, does it make sense in terms of the record? Because a lot of the times we listen to these title tracks and sometimes it doesn't make sense. But then I'll listen to it on the release and I'll be like, nope, it makes sense in that context. So, I'm curious how people felt about this song when they first released this one. So if you have thoughts about the song, let me know in the comments or in chat. I would love to know what you thought about this one when they came back. But Jazz had given their thoughts. They said this is my first official comeback with them as a full DLB, the B, and I never looked back. They've been my ults ever since. So I think maybe Jazz enjoyed this one. So from what I could tell. Kaylee says, I haven't gone back and listened to a lot of their older stuff in a while. It's different now knowing their more recent stuff. Ooh, okay. I'm going to have to remember that tidbit. I'm very excited. Sonja says the two rappers are so good. There are only two rappers, and then it looks like it was clarified. So Kaylee says the B or the Dolby is their fandom name. Oh, okay. Very cool. I did not know that. Thank you for that. All right, cool. I'm not going crazy. Everybody thought in a similar fashion to what I was making about this song. So, very cool. We shall keep it moving because we got a little bit more to go, but this one is No Air, and not to be confused with Jordan Sparks' No Air, which if you know, you know. So, check it out.
어떤 사람이 떠가도 No I don't care 그 어떤 파도가 덮쳐도 난 네가 있기에 숨을 쉬게 해주는 너를 모든 걸 밝게 해주는 너를 난 믿어 어디도 나에게 태양은 너 하나뿐인 걸 Day night 언제나 내 머리엔 너 하는 걸
I'm liking this.
사랑이 닿을 수 있다면 난 어떤 것도 난 할 수 있어 기분이 좋은 네가 그리워 너와 나 여기가 바로 heaven 너와 나 여기가 바로 heaven 멀리 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 떠나고 싶어 손잡아 높이 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 날 수
Great
있어
pre-chorus.
Baby we'll be together 춤을 춰 세상 끝에서 두 발을 맞춰 걸으며 순간을 느껴 눈이 숨이 맘이 너를 원해
Ooh.
No no better 내 눈이 숨이 맘이 너를 원해 No no better 내 눈이 숨이 맘이 너를 원해 Oh 눈이 부셔는 baby 시간이 멈췄으면 ticket 너와의 순간이 beautiful day 높이 떠올라 꿈을 꾼 것만 같아 Oh yeah yeah 너를 사랑하는 맘이 너무 넘쳐 내가 가진 모든 것을 내게 던져 너와 나 여기가 바로 heaven 너와 나 여기가 바로 heaven Oh 멀리 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 떠나고 싶어 손잡아 높이 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 날 수 있어 Baby we'll be together 춤을 춰 세상 끝에서 두 발을 맞춰 걸으며 순간을 느껴 내 눈이 숨이 맘이 너를 원해
The payoff in this chorus is so good.
내 눈이 숨이 맘이 너를 원해 No no better 내 눈이 숨이 맘이 너를 원해 No way 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 No way
I like that ensemble vocal section. Cool.
Yeah, I just wanna talk to you, girl. 내 맘은 것이 없어. 이런 적 없기에 단 한 번도 느껴본 적이 없는 맘.
Great bridge.
내 끝에 네 미소를 느끼게. Oh, I just wanna love you, baby. Yeah, 웃어봐 걱정 없이 곁에 있으니 널 찾을 필요는 없지. 어둠이 거칠 듯이 내 꿈이 영원히 멈추지 않을 내 맘을 더 비추길. 모두 날 떠난다 해도 내 편이라고 해줘. 다른 건 필요 없어. All I want is you, you. It's true, true. Right? 눈이 숨이 맘이 너를 원해. No, no, pretty. 내 눈이 숨이 맘이 너를 원해. No, no, pretty. 내 눈이 숨이 맘이 너를 원해. No way, 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 no way. 내 눈이 숨이 맘이 너를 원해.
All right. This is the Boyz No Air. If you're hanging out, we are so back. I like this song a lot. As you can tell, I was feeling it. This is great. I think with like the Moombaton like Latin beat, you just can't go wrong. I don't know. There's just something about it. Like there's some songs that just are like, damn, like that type of hit, like sonically within K-pop. I don't know why, but I'm always just like, damn, this is so good. Like they have a grasp on me that I can't quite understand. But this song was incredible. I think this one, if you were like me and were kind of on the fence about the last one, this one eliminated all reservations that you may have had about the Boyz, which is great. I think vocally this is very dynamic. I liked a lot of the choices that they did vocally. I think, again, one of the standout moments, and I was making a lot of commentary on it, was that bridge. I think that bridge was absolutely fantastic. I think it's probably one of my favorite bridges thus far that we've listened to from the Boyz. It just feels so immersive and so like serene, and I think it works so well with like, again, that like straight beat, that like Moombaton Latin feel, feel of the the majority of the rest of the song, but there's just something like really serene and beautiful about the bridge. And like I said, I think the way that they switch it up is just so integrated with like how well or how attuned they are to the type of music the type of people that are listening to their discography, because this does again enrapture you in that. And then that final chorus is just like that chef's kiss. You have that moment between Eric and Sono, that was like that rap section at the tail end of that bridge to just kind of, again, as if I already liked the bridge enough, I feel like that just piece to the ending of that song just is so good. And then cornering it all off at the end with that like final chorus, I think was incredible. So dynamically, I thought this one kept me very entranced, very into it, very energetic as well. I also thought the choreo of this song was really great too. I love the water choreo. I think it's always really cool to see, and I think that this song does a great job of highlighting that as well. But yeah, this is like I don't this is tough. Like I think this one's pretty up there for me. I want to say, because my other favorite that I had at the current time, I believe, was Giddy Up. Um, I don't know. It's very close. I'm gonna probably say it's my second favorite thus far, and that feels very hard to say, but like I feel like there's so many. There's so many more songs on this playlist that I think I would love to save the room for. So I think I'm gonna do that. But wow, this was awesome. This is arguably, in my opinion, one of the best songs in their discography thus far. So, let's see. What do we got here? Jazz says a bit of a switch up in terms of concept thus far. Is well loved title track among Jobis. Very nice. One of my favorite songs of theirs. Harmony says. Kaylee's also said love this one. Everyone's talking about the looks. Harmony says the stage on Road to Kingdom for this was stunning. We'll have to check it out. Would love to rewatch another video. So of obviously anything Boyz related. So would love to see that. But and then Kaylee says Eric's part lives rent free in my head. We'd love to see it. I think I butchered the whole comment, but we got to the same ending, so we love to see it. Jez says as a Giddy Up enjoyer, we love to see it. And then Kaylee says one of the producers on this was Wonder Kid. He does a lot of Enhypen stuff. That's probably why I enjoy it a lot, because I will say I am an Enhypen enjoyer, so that would make sense. But all right. We are keeping it moving. The next one we have is Bloom. So let's check it out.
두 눈 속의 blue sky 깨어나는 감각 새롭게 설레요 baby 잘나는 스친 그때 향기마저 두근대 네 숨이 닿는 곳마다 물들어 보는 널 볼수록 커지는 설렘 you 완벽히 love you 나도 시작되는 이야기 나사게 번진 멜로디 네가 내 계절이 됐어 이 순간 모든 게 alright 살며시 웃는 널 따라 흩날린 날 세상에 터지는 불꽃놀이 너에게 다 보여줄게 Bloom bloom pow 너와 꽃이 피어나 물들여 wow 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 내게로 wow wow Bloom bloom pow 내 맘속을 찬란히 비추어 wow wow wow
Love the dynamics in this chorus.
눈부시게 피어오른 you 기다려온 나의 계절 you 나로 둘이 사랑이란 꿈이대로 되고 싶지 않은 이유 Bloom pow 너를 만난 그 순간 터질 듯 wow 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 설레요 wow wow 미안이 멈서서 말도 안 돼 It's like 붕 떠있는 풍선 잡고 위로 슝 올라가서 풍경을 색칠해보자고 물 감은 봄 You're my blue sky 너란 바람 분다 지금 너를 향한 순간 넌 나를 멋대로 설레게 가슴 뛰게 만들어 스며들어 내게로 이게 뭐 몰라 나조차 놀라 너와 나 놓치지 않아 널 놓치지 않아 Oh yeah 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 내 닮고 싶은 너야 둘만의 그림자를 따라 흩날리 날 세상에 터지는 불꽃놀이 내게도 펼쳐줄게 Bloom bloom pow 너와 꽃이 피어나 물들여 wow 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 내게로 wow wow Bloom bloom pow 내 맘속을 찬란히 비춰 wow 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 빛으로 wow yeah. Bloom bloom pow
Those filtered synths are wild. Holy shit.
어지러지러지러지가 너와 있으면 아찔아찔아찔해져가 견딜 수 없어 흐드러지게 핀 이 순간 너 So beautiful yeah 늘 꿈꿔왔던 너잖아 점점 더 다가와 눈을 뜰 수록 점점 더 다가와 내게로 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 와 점점 더 다가와 너만 바라볼수록 점점 더 다가와 너에게 깊이 빠져가 Bloom pow 너와 꽃이 피어나 물들여 wow 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 내게로 wow wow Bloom pow 내 맘속을 찬란히 비춰 wow 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 빛으로 wow 눈부시게 피어오른 you 기다려온 나에게 주 you 너로 그린 사랑이란 꿈이대로 깨고 싶지 않은 이유 Blue heart 너와 있는 이 순간 사랑이 wow 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 꿈처럼 wow wow 이대로 우리
Okay. All right. This was the Boyz Bloom Bloom. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Um Jazz says, don't ask what's going on in the MV because I don't know either. I I again I don't expect you to answer that because I genuinely have no clue, and if you can give your best explanation for Bloom Bloom in the comments, please feel free to, because I'll give off my story process or idea before we move on to the next song. But I wanted to talk about the song itself. I thought that this one was very interesting, very light. I feel like they always have like a couple songs and like that they go through in terms of title tracks, and then they have like a really light and airy song in their mix. And so I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like it's a different side, different perspective, and I think it offers I think it expands their base a little bit more, you know what I mean? And it's like I appreciate the fact that they are willing to branch out and do something different, that might entice new listeners to check out their music. You know what I mean? I think that's always the constant game, if you're a musician. And so, I respect that they are playing that game. You know what I mean? So, I think for the song itself, like, I thought it was very nice. Like, I think to me, this is like probably the most middle of the road, like, song that I've enjoyed from them. Like, I'm not like overly like, oh my God, this is the Boyz song I've heard. But I would also say that it is not one of the worst songs that I've heard. And I genuinely, thus far, there hasn't been a song that I haven't liked. I just think that this one is just kind of middle of the road. Like the musicality is great. Like I like a lot of the melody choices in this. I thought the chorus was really nice and really like very major key. I think they do a great job of like highlighting the vocals very strongly in that chorus. So I like the melody choices of that, like the way that they stylize like Bloom. I thought that was really cool. As well as that, I really enjoyed the bridge. I think that was another switch up. I think they've done a fantastic job of really like breaking off the song in a nice way, like in the bridges. So I thought this was another great example of that. But yeah, overall, thought this was pretty solid. I don't like I said, I don't have anything crazy to talk about. But yeah, it was very interesting. I feel like this is my crazy rant for like a mini rant about this MV. So I feel like that the Boyz are obviously playing baseball, and however, the baseball that they hit weirdly enough, has fertilizer in it, and it fertilizes the alien spaceship that they destroyed with the baseball, and then they were able to fertilize whatever planet that is, if it's the moon, what have you, I don't know. But they fertilize that, and then at some times, apparently, if one of the members hits a baseball bat, like they could turn their baseball into fireworks. So that's my best estimation. I don't know. I think. Let me know how realistic you feel like my comments on this MV was in the comments. I'm curious, but I thought it was pretty close. If I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I feel like that's cool. Kaylee says that Wonder Kid is on this one too. Also, Shin Kung, who does a lot of Hype and stuff. Also, minis her album too. Ooh, okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. No Santa. Hello. Howdy. Thanks for hanging. All right. We're going to keep it moving. The next one we have here is DDD, which if Jazz or Kaylee knows what the shorthand for the D's are. I'm curious what they could be. So let's check it out. Oh, it's Dance, Dance, Dance. Okay. Thank you, Jess. I love that not switch. Great chorus. I like this switch up in the second verse. Like that drum roll in too. Oh, I'm liking this bridge. Ooh. I like this post bridge. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Huh. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this song was gonna end much earlier than this. All right, this was the Boys, DDD, short for Dance Dance Dance. We love to see it. Um, this was very cool. Like, I think this one to me thus far with all the songs, I was okay. So Jazz says the last part is for the MV only. I'm pretty sure. Okay. I had a feeling because I was like, wait, that feels very like line in the sand ending of the song. And that last little bit felt like, oh, okay, we're gonna turn it back a little bit for the MV. So I'm glad my brain cogs were turning. Um, I thought this was very fun. It looks like from let's see here, Jazz says that Hyunjin goes on hiatus again right before this and later leaves the group due to his chronic ankle injury. Now he's acting and has some solo songs he put out. Very nice. Oh, best of luck. Kelly says, "Oh yeah, the masks." And then Jazz says, "Alice in Wonderland theme for the MV." By the way, very nice. Kevin sounded great. I agree. Really thought this was sick. Another Wonder Kid in Shin Kung again, very nice. Thank you, Kaylee. I thought this was very good. Like, definitely hooks were on point in the song. I think again they have a fantastic pulse on choruses. Like, there's something about like the rest of their songs can be so great, and but their choruses, man, I feel like they're like I feel like almost every song that we've listened to thus far tonight, I'm just like, damn, I really like the chorus of that song. You know what I mean? Like, they're consistent in putting out really memorable choruses, and like even if there's some songs that I was like didn't enjoy as much, there's still like I could still say like I really love the chorus about the song. And I think very similarly I can say that about the chorus of this song because it's really fun, really upbeat, very lively. I also really enjoyed the bridge of this song. I think the way that they kind of stylized it was really fun. I also liked that post bridge. I thought that was really cool. Like, I just appreciate that they extended it a little bit more because, like, the way that they the way that they were working at it musically, I thought was so much fun, and like it came from a completely different direction from that of like the verses and the pre-choruses and the choruses of the song. So I really felt like it was a little bit more standout, and then for the sheer fact that they made it even more interesting with like that post bridge, I thought was really sick. I also love the dance break. Shout out to Chungmin. He looked incredible. So I love that they were able to kind of do that and spotlight, some of the dance members of the Boys. That's really awesome. But overall, I thought this was good. Again, I think this one's like, I think this is like better middle tier, which I at some point I will have to come up with like an actual tier list of where I'll put songs at, like, but I feel like this one was another really solid one. Like, um I genuinely enjoyed this group a lot, and I'm not even trying to like pander or anything to like the Boys, the people that like the Boys, but like they just seem like very all around. Um, they just seem like all around like great dancers, great performers, great musicians. Like, I thought this was really cool to me. So I think this one, like, I'm starting to get why people want me to cover this group, because I think they kind of encapsulate a lot of the qualities that I like a lot about some of the other boys groups that we've covered. So it would make sense. Let's see here. Jazz says their dance line is insane. I agree. Kaylee says Chanmin equals Q, and Chanhee is new. Okay, very nice. Just so you know, stage names, two real names. Okay, appreciate it. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, this is good. This is fun. This is definitely fun. I will say that mask was a little weird to see it when we got into that first section, but I got over it very quickly. So, um, we shall keep it moving. The next one we have is reveal. So let's check it out.
네가 보인다 다가가려다 또 하나의 태양의 발을 멈춘다 노을빛이 번져 나의 맘을 가려 baby I'm done for you 언젠가는 모든 네 옆에 날 shoulder 네 미소를 가진 그 사람이 brother 행복한 날 보니 이미 game's over let it I'm down for your love 너의 그 사랑이 쳐다보지 못할 만큼 더 잘라놔도
Gorgeous pre-chorus.
무시게 아름다워 내 질투심 속에 나 휩싸여 환히 비춘 하늘 아래 지옥 같은 맘은 아래 온종일 네게 침뱉어다가 조금 더 깊어진 몸을 따라 지금 당장 내게로 가 너만의 세상을 뒤집을까 새로운 태양이 떠 You're gonna love it 난 늘 목말라 baby 짙어진 어둠이 시야를 가려두고 그를 못 보더라 나를 밝히고 싶지만 그걸 곁에서 바라보게 이거를 지킬 거야 매일 밤 down for love down for love oh down 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 I'm down for love down for love oh down 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 네 세상을 곁내 stay yeah yeah 너의 맘에 드는 hey yeah yeah down for love my baby 널 놓치나 새벽이 밝아 어렴풋이 Sometimes the crazy Don't make me stop 빛이 보여봐 네 주위를 쉴 새 없이 돌고 돌아 언젠가 한번 네 앞에 설 순간 잘못된 새 눈 잠시만
Oh. Oh, he hit that high note in the fucking back. Holy shit. All right. This was the Boyz song Reveal if you're hanging out with us tonight. This is a no notesers. This is so good. This is so fucking good. Oh my god. I'm resisting the urge to hit rewind and listen to this again because I know that we have more songs to cover. Oh man, this is so good. Oh, it's so good. I think the musicality on this was just oh, so awesome. I think the vocals were like if you had not I'm finding it hard to explain this song. I feel like if you did not give me that final chorus with like the pop off, I still think that this is like a fantastic song. But man, like that chorus at the end, there was some like insane ad libs and like vocal runs that I'm just like floored by. You know what I mean? Like I truly respect when artists kind of just like lay it out on the table. And I feel like this song to me is like one of those songs that's just like, we're just gonna fucking give you everything and the kitchen table or kitchen sink, excuse me. And I think they did it 100%. Like there's just so much like there's so many things that I had already enjoyed about the Boys thus far, but I think that this song encapsulates in such a really nice way. Um, I think that the vocals throughout the song were really incredible. I think the chorus in the song was an absolute treat. Um, I think the melody choice is again really memorable, and I think it's got a great hook to it. So I absolutely love that. But like the pantheon of great like rap sections in this song were really great. I believe it is Eric and Sono in this song, and maybe potentially another member that was rapping in the song, but they were incredible. I think they're just so dynamically fun, and I like that they don't really kind of carry the same sort of like prowess that each other has. Like I feel like they definitely have like that distinction between the way that they rap and their styling, um, which I love, and I think it makes the songs feel more dynamically interesting. But like just that alone was great. But then to add in all of these like really great like layered out harmonies, some great like melody choices, as I mentioned before, I just think that this one kind of feels like to me like the complete package. This is now probably my new placeholder for favorite song, at least in this section. I probably would consider this to be one of my favorites in this section specifically. But I because we're breaking this off into two parts, but I think that this particular part one of the Boys, I feel like this one is one of my favorites, and I would be hard pressed to not put this amongst my favorites towards the end of these playlist songs because oh man, this is such a treat. And again, I cannot stress this enough. If I was not streaming, I would 1000% hit the rewind button and listen to the song again. So I feel like if there's any merit or any weight to that comment, then that part of the commentary should be more heavily weighted in my thesis for this song. So, wow, fantastic! I'm so excited to listen to this one again for sure. And then shout outs to Jacob for popping off in the back in that final chorus. Oh, chef's kiss. Kaylee says the ad libs. Jazz says that a banger. I agree. Kaylee also says J hype on this. Lots of Twice credits. Wua's Pom 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 and Phil Schwan, who has a lot of K-pop credits. Ooh, okay. Shout outs to J hype. I feel like I probably just am a J hype stan because I enjoy all those songs and I love Twice, so it would make sense. Sandra says, I think I've heard this one before or someone's covered this killer choreo. Choreo is also incredible. Big salutes as well. I feel like I would be remiss if I did not at least mention it. Jazz says their ad libs are always such a treat to listen to. Sono and Eric play off of each other so well, which is while still having their own style. I agree. And I think that to me is like when you have a group that is so dynamic, like you want to be able to have like moments of diversity but also moments of like harmony, and I think that they do a great job of agree playing off their style. I think they're incredible on their own, but together they are a force to be reckoned with for sure. So very nice, very nice. The next one on said playlist, we have, it looks like a B-side, and this one is Salty. So check it out.
Who am I? 거울 속에 내게 말을 걸어봐. 이미 내 손을 떠난 듯한 둘달 가시처럼 맘을 파고드는 원이사. Yeah, yeah. 날 비춘 long night 끝을 모르게 깊어져가고 널 그리던 all night 한계를 넘긴 모든 게 나를 덮지. I'm sorry.
Cool. What? This is wild production. Like the call and response, nice. Oh. I'm sorry. That changeover is so fucking insane. It feels so wrong. Oh. Oh. Those ad-libs in the back. Wait, did it key change? Oh, wow, that broke my brain for a second. Holy shit. All right, this is the Boyz, Salty. Jazz has said Salty is a super popular B-side off their first full album Reveal, so I had to include it. And I would be pissed if you did not include this song because wow, this is so much fun. This is incredible. I am floored. Just because I think like the stylization, like I I'm purely shocked. Like I think it just works out so well. I also really like that like melody choice that they used in in that chorus. Like the way that they switched up what you would think that like okay, I'm gonna get a little bit musical nerdy on you guys, and I know you guys have allowed me to do this in past, so I feel confident in delivering that. But this song specifically, like the way that they used the chord progression was so interesting, and like where your brain would intentionally think that like, oh, it's gonna settle, right? Like the way that they had this chord progression, like it's supposed to, like your brain is intentionally wired to think that it's going to end on a like resolve. And for the sheer fact that they changed the chord progression, it is unsettling, but it's unsettling in such a good way because it opens up your mind to more musical possibilities that aren't just the resolve. And so I really like that a lot. I think it was great. In terms of like the musicality, and like it almost feels like a gut punch a little bit, especially first listening to that. I was just kind of like mid sentence and I like forgot what I was gonna say because I was so confused. And I think that like that is the purest form of like getting caught off guard that I love. On top of that, I think this song is so much fun. I like the kind of like electronic, like neutro sorts of vibes of this song. Like it's really like it's kind of got like a little bit of a like a little bit of light club feel to it, which I'm all about. I also think it does have like a little bit of like R&B flavor to it as well too. And I think all of their vocals are stylized super well for that sort of like R&B tonality. So really like that a lot. I think probably again, I maybe my other bias is Jacob because I'm always just constantly enamored by his ad libs and his like vocal styling, even though like there's a few parts in this song that I was just like, ooh, I really like Kevin's vocals. Like New's vocals are incredible too. And then that back and forth between Hakyun and Eric, I thought was really cool too. I like that kind of like call and response. It was just, again, this is extremely well organized. I think this is also another song that I probably would just like, if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably go back and listen to this one again, because I was just want to pick out the nuances of it. And I'm almost, I would say that I'm like about 80% positive that they maybe went up a half step in that final chorus, because, or potentially a whole step. I'm not entirely sure, but it definitely does not seem in the same key, or it doesn't seem like it's in the same key as when we first listened to the chorus once and twice in the section of the song. So I think there is a little bit of differentiation in that, but this is awesome. Like, this is 10 out of 10, like probably one of my favorite B-sides that we've listened to in terms of the Boyz. I haven't listened to a lot, so I'm sure there's other really incredible ones, but I can understand this one being as popular as it is. So Jazz says, an insane song so dear to my heart. Styles Fuego is one of the persons credited, and he also did EXO's Coco Bob, which makes the sense with this song. I was gonna say, I remember Coco Bob for sure. So yeah, that checks out. But I think this one is like incredible. So Jazz says they constantly catch you off guard in the best way. That's like, that is no truer sentiment has been made. I feel like it's so good. Like, it hits so good, you know? So yeah, this one's probably my favorite of the night so far. So let's keep it moving. The next one we have is The Stealer. So check it out. All right. You have my attention. Oh. I like how it sounds like a siren in the back. That's cool. Sick choreo. I like this. Yeah.
Losing my mind 불을 지핀 이 사건 속에 널 잡으려 해 난 숨이 멎을 듯이 run away 너를 완벽히 속이고 깔끔히 double check 날 비춘 달빛에 손을 비춰버린 망가진 내 맘과 사라진 감각 심장 가장 깊숙한 곳과 마주친 순간 pull the trigger 잔인하게 날 쓰러뜨리고 넌 또 사라져
Oh my god. All right, the boys. Listen, you didn't have to go that hard, but I respect this. This is the boys, the Steeler. Very nice, very nice. Oh man, I okay. I want to preface that I'm scared to I'm scared to check out part 2 of this because if we're getting into like if we're getting into like the good era of the boys music, I'm going to have a really hard time picking favorites in part 2. I can feel it. Um man, this is so much fun dynamically. Um this kind of reminds me weirdly enough of like oh man, I'm trying to place it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like older like Justin Timberlake type songs like when he went like solo and was doing his thing. Um I it kind of feels like that and I really love that era of Justin Timberlake. Um and I thought this one kind of is very representative in terms of like where I can kind of place musicality wise for me. As well as that, I also really loved the chorus in this song. I think the chorus is like dynamically so much fun and like really interesting. And they did a great job of like continuing with like that really punchy energy to it. Um, I also appreciated kind of like the more like the way that like they looked. It seemed like more like I don't know, like it's hard to explain. Like it just like it feels like they're out for blood. You know what I mean? Like there's just something about their stylization in this song that I'm just like, damn, like they're really coming out here out the gate. Mature, I think would probably be a little bit more in that sort of line of thought process, but like there's just something about like the way that they're like they delivered like this song. I just think it works out super well. And it definitely feels like it definitely feels like the next evolution for them, which I really appreciate because dynamically this was so much fun. Like the synth choices were really cool. I loved a lot of the filtering on it. I think they did a great job of like making it feel very like ebb and flow, especially in that chorus. I feel like there's a lot of great movement in that song. Um and so I really appreciate that a lot. Um as well as that, I think vocally this was really fun, but I gotta give a shout outs to the like rap line in the boys, because I think this was like some of the most like sniper precision like type rap sections that I'm just like damn, like it left me just like being like damn, this is so good. Um, and I think they just have a mastery over like musical dynamics. Like there's something always going on that like will grab your attention, and I think that that's impressive. You know what I mean? Like you can jump from a really insane like rap line from Sungho, but then also at the same point like have moments where you're just like, damn, like there's really something that like Eric did that I'm just like, damn, he popped off, and then like vocally like I'm just like, holy shit, like this was also really impressive. So I think this is incredible. All is to say that I think this song is up there for me as well too. Like I'm genuinely scared because there's gonna be so many good songs from here on out. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited. So Biscuit says hello, hi again. I gotta stop and dino dance to this one. Agreed, agreed. Sandra says the looks, the choreo, the rapping. I like this song the best. Very great choice thus far. Kaylee with a smiley face, and Jazz says, "Oh yeah, they go crazy after this. The boys give me whiplash with their music, pun intended." And then it looks like somebody said, oh, Kaylee says, wanting to put their fans in a chokehold with it. That's my description. And then Jess is my Wi-Fi went out. Oof. Well, I'm sure you'll be back, Jess. Best of luck, hopefully. Um, Anywho, we're gonna keep it moving. Meatball heard that we're checking the boys out, so we're gonna listen to Drink It next. So check it out. What? Yeah. Oh yeah. You have to say hi. You say hi. No.
가능할 때 지금 날 피해 이때 망설이면 그 후에는 포기해 한 번 가진 맘을 돌려주는 매니악 그런 일 따위 없을 테니까 투명한 눈빛도 원은 새까맣게 보이는 night 뒤덮인 경계선 코앞에 서로를 버티는 fight 숨 막힌 긴장으로 가득 채운 이 어둠 속 반짝이는 건 너 하나인걸 혼자 다 moonlight 다 짙어진 갈망만 혈관 속 뛰는
Great pre-chorus.
내게 쥐어줄게 tonight 유일한 선택지 네 앞에 새빨간 유혹봉 and the sun don't shine 탐내는 그 순간 숨소리 하나도 가쁘게 번져 어서 take it 어서 take it 어서 take it 어서 take it 내 몸 아래면 오로지 너로만 채워 더 이상 can't take it no more For the first and last 해가 뜨기 전에 어서 저기 나를 위해 cheer tonight 형사를 구해낸 절망에 빠진 눈빛으로 심장을 찌르고 high 들보닌 밤에 원초를 confess my breath in your neck 나를 손내쥔 네 손끝에 하얗게 힘이 들어가 네 안의 목소리는 너야 한다 소리쳐도 손을 뗄 수도 없는 걸 알아 Under the moonlight
I love this pre-chorus already.
혈관 속 뛰는 네 빛은 love 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 내게 쥐어줄게 tonight 유일한 선택지 네 앞에 새빨간 유혹봉 and the sun don't shine 탐내는 그 순간 숨소리 하나도 가쁘게 번져 해지지 않도록 해줘 내가 너
Great bridge.
그러니 나와 together
Ooh, great stacked harmony.
take it 유혹을 take it 난 also take it 뺏지 않을게 tonight 꺼내준 선택지 내가 선택했던 이것이 and the sun don't shine 손대는 그 순간 이미 다 엎지는 너란 걸 알아 also take it also take it
Ooh,
also take it
nice rhythm change. Cool.
가까이 take it also take it 그대로 drink it 끝내 drink it
Oh, all right. Oh, all right. Cool. That was Drink It by the Boys. Wow, what a song. I thought it was really good. I liked it a lot. I think that like that main like I think it's like a bass. It has to be like a bass riff, but like the way that they stylized it and like kind of built around it felt so good. And like their vocals are so dynamically fun. No, no. Sorry, he was scratching at the. He's trying to bide for my attention, but um, I think that the way that they kind of stylize the like that bass riff and then obviously building off of it vocally as well too was just so cool. And I think like it adds this like level of like dimension to the musicality that I think is just going to considerably impress me about the Boys and like how well their producers know how to kind of stylize their music, even though like you could get a song like this where it follows more of a darker concept. A lot of the like tonalities of the song is like more minor key. I still feel like it feels very like it feels very the Boys, and so like whatever facet that they're kind of doing, I really appreciate that a lot. I thought vocally this was also really fun. More specifically, that chorus. I think that chorus is really memorable. It's got a great hook to it, and I thought it was really nice. As well as that, there was a lot of cool like little different like rhythm changes as well. That I thought was really nice. And I think they do a great job of kind of like sprinkling them in where it doesn't feel like over the top, but there is a little bit of like nuance in that. So I really like that a lot. Um, it does kind of give, I think No Santa says it feels old school, and like some of the old school groups that we've covered, like I can kind of hear that for sure. And like um for whatever reason, I think like the synth choice in this song and that song was like super interesting because whatever reason I don't know if maybe it's just my brain or like how I think about melodies, but like it was kind of giving a little bit of like um Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl, and I can't get that out of my head now. Like I can feel like those two melodies are running parallel with each other, and I was like trying to listen through, and I was like, damn, I'm like these sound really close, but not exactly the same, and I'm stressed. So other than that, I thought it was really good. I love the bridge. I've enjoyed a lot of the bridges from the Boys, but I felt like the Boys really crushed it on this one specifically. But yeah, this was great. This was a great song. I think like thus far, like I said, I'm scared to get into the newer. I'm scared to get into like some of the newer half of the songs just because I know my brain and I'm gonna probably enjoy them. So very nice, very nice. And it looks like Chenhee and Kevin did the bridge, and then New and Kevin as well. So big salutes to them. They were great. And Sang-young and Young-hoon with the lower register. Yeah, those were incredible too. I didn't know who was doing the lower register stuff, but great stuff. And Hak-yeon voice suits this concept so much. I agree. Kaylee says they were not subtle in the concept at all. And then Jazz says, so basically the whole time they were trying to turn Young-hoon into a vampire and eventually succeeded. That would make sense. And then everyone got my Katy Perry reference. This one is the darker version. Yeah, that sounds about right. So very nice, very nice. Also, big salutes to all the Meatball fans. We love Meatball out here. But the next song we have on the playlist, I think we'll probably do like this one, and maybe if Jazz and Kaylee thinks this is a good stopping point after the next song, then we'll stop there. If not, I'll do the next one. But this one is Thrill Ride. So let's check it out. And Kaylee says Thrill Ride is one of their most popular songs. Ooh, okay. Check it out then. Next one is a B-side. Okay, perfect, Jazz. Thank you.
시간은 freeze 투명하게 얼때 한 입에 와서 깨물어 Let's ride it up, don't hesitate 주문을 걸어, please holiday 일렁이는 breath 순간 너와 나를 덮쳐 입술이 말라 숨가비 심장이 쭉 keep boom 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 do it again and again We do it really now 오직 둘만 내 hit around 거침없이 펼치는 night 보름 달빛 아래 단둘이 모험해 until the moment 가장 즉흥적인 감정들만 choose baby 상상 끝에 머물던 이 호기심을 따라 if you wanna yeah 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 let's pipe it up this vibrate rollercoaster 보다 더 빠르게 웃진 않아 feel 절대 멈출 생각 없어 점점 더 빨라 You got me 시간이 좋게 boom 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 do it again and again we do thrilling out 오직 둘만의 hidden round 거침없이 펼치는 night 보는 달빛 아래 짜릿해진 낯선 chemistry 빠져가는 이 느낌 we do thrilling out 중독되는 그때 이미 본 것 같은 넌 we dancing in
I like this
the
bridge.
moonlight, baby.
What do you think, people?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 불빛이며 엉킨 시간 속 황홀한 이 꿈에 what you waiting for? Let's get it on, milk chocolate. 녹아가는 널 담은 여름에 넘쳐버린 chill 한폭 너와 나를 적셔. Baby, catch me, go. We do thrilling out. 오직 둘만의 playground. 거침없이 강렬한 bright. 쏟아져 봐 내게. 우리 둘만 만난 이 history. 세워줄 때 가득히. We do thrilling out. 너를 잊은 채. She's so right, she's so right. She's so right, she's so right. She's so right, she's so right. 짜릿한 칠한 chemistry. 뜨뜻해진 이 느낌. We do thrilling out. 멈추지 못해.
They all dab. All right, that was the Boyz Thrill Ride. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Okay, yeah, thank you, Kaylee. I appreciate the confirmation. I thought this was very interesting. I will say genuinely, like these types of songs, I don't know, like I'm very hit or miss on these types of songs. Like there's something about it that like I enjoy the kind of like more lightheartedness of these songs, but like also at the same point I'm like, ooh, do you know if I'm like am I feeling this one, right? Like I think it's always really impressive to me, especially considering like the pantheon of other songs that we've listened to from the Boyz thus far. Like this definitely has like more of the like turn your brain off and like just vibe with it. And I think every once in a while you need a song like that. And I like the summer tones of it. It feels very like again, it feels like a song that I would just throw on in like a really enjoyable playlist. Like it's sunny out, like I'm enjoying my time. Like it just really works out well. And I thought that this one was another really like really fun song, and I think that they did a great job of like arranging it with like the horns and like as well as that like the like I don't know, like there's just so much going on, like that little synth like that do 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 do, like I thought it was very interesting. And yeah, like overall I thought it was very unique. I will say there is like a maybe just like again a brain malfunction, but every time that they kept saying thrill ride, my brain would insert sugar rush. And I don't know if they were like produced around the same time, but like I can only think of like the way that it's stylized, it's like those two things intersect in my brain, and I'm like, wait, the song's called Thrill Ride and not Sugar Rush, because I know like 17 I think did Sugar Rush, and I'm like those two songs are not not the same. Sugar Rush, yeah, like I'm just, or is it TXT? Sorry, and I'm just like, damn, like, am I that like K-pop pill that I'm just like now I'm thinking of other melodies that shouldn't work, but like over the overcross of those things, and so it's very interesting. And I was like, this isn't Sugar Rush, this is Thrill Ride. So I think that is maybe just a conflict of interest that I have in my head, but overall I thought this was solid. Like I said, I genuinely have not, there hasn't been a song that I haven't really have been like, I'm not feeling it. Like this one, I feel like I would have to be in a specific mood to enjoy, but like would still really love. So great track. Chaz says that I remember Kevin had a big gripe with this chorus because of the way that the company made them pronounce "thrill ride." Um, I could see that. I could for sure see that type of conversation having. So I get it. Um, Jazz says that this is the first comeback after Kingdom ended, and it did incredibly well for them. This MV held the record for their highest view count up till then. Ooh, very interesting. And then back to cute summer looks. I agree. Sugar Rush came. Sugar Rush Ride came 2 years later. I think I checked. No same producers or credits. Ooh, interesting. It is an interesting dilemma. Um, wow. Maybe I'm just going crazy. It's a possibility. Um, but very cool. It looks like the next one is a B side, so it'd probably be a good time to stop. So we'll be finishing it off with the B side of "Merry Bad Ending." So, Kaylee says that's just a Brandon brain moment. Well, I have a lot of those, so we'll add it to the hall of great moments that I have. So, let's get into "Merry Bad Ending" right now.
어딘가 그리운 이 느낌 자상만 남긴 채로 번져가는 떨림 머리를 가린지도 모른 채 수없이 반복되는 악몽 같은 꿈 나의 이름은 뭔지 어디에서 온 건지 조각나버린 메모리 다시 밀려든 이 긴 밤이 파도쳐 나를 떠밀어 One more time 눈 감아 아주 멀지 않은 곳에 네가 나를 보는 듯해 Girl you know my heart beats for you 셀 수 없는 장면 속에 난 네가 있어 the end Girl you know my heart beats for you 잡히지 않아 기억을 따라 어쩔 때 봐도 발이 묶인 offline 종일수록 선명해지는 꿈 넘기지 못할 이야기의 끝 차가이란 끝은 아니야 모르지만 알아 익숙해진 감각에서 꼭 삼킨 채에서 날아가 to become you 눈부신 저 달빛이 우리 비춘 사이 가볍게 내려앉은 kiss 안식이 오면 아슬아슬 사라질 꿈이 아냐 너 One more time 과감 날 아주 멀지 않는 곳에 네가 나를 부른 듯해 Girl you know my heart beats for you
I was curious how their harmonies are going to shake out live. They're incredible. I know we've listened to a couple lives, but it was good. This is probably going to be the last one, no Santa. And then we will finish up on Wednesday. 너로 이어지는 꿈 네가 있는 세상에 깊게 내어쉬는 숨 난 그거면 돼 슬프지만 나는 너와의 truth 아무라니 very bad 너를 제일 Girl you know my heart beats my heart 셀 수 없는 장면 속에 세상 네가 있어 Yo, if that's Jacob, I'm about it. Oh, Sang-yoon. Sang-yeon. All right, very nice. His ad-libs are awesome. All right, very cool. This was a Merry Bad Ending from the Boys. If you're hanging out, very nice. Saying killing the high notes as always. We love to see it. He's the leader. Yeah. Listen, he earned it for sure. I thought this was really cool. Like I appreciate, like, again, the dynamics that the Boys have offered has been really incredible to see. Um, and I think this song is, like, in terms of like musicality, is like more subtle. Like the vibes of the actual song kind of give me a little bit of like the Chainsmokers type of vibe, which is like not bad. Like I like the kind of more like subtle like EDM, like soft electronic feels. But like I appreciate the fact that I agree, Jazz. Like this song is pretty simple, but like I think it is like colored in by their incredible vocals and like harmony choices. Like I think that's kind of what I've noticed about a lot of their B side choices. That is that like the way that they color within the lines in terms of like the like B-side choices is just so nice. Like it offers a different perspective, like it offers a different feel from what you would typically hear from them. And I really like that a lot because again, it's able to show off a different perspective. You're able to see how powerful their vocals can be, and that to me would ultimately sell me if I had checked them out through a B-side. Like it would be like, damn, I love their B-sides. Like I'm probably gonna love like their title tracks, you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna enjoy like their mini album or whatever have you. Um, so I find that really impressive that they again don't really skimp on the B sides, and not that not that any group has really for that matter, but I just appreciate the fact that they are just so detailed in what they're putting out. So this was another good feather in the cap for me at least. This was a fantastic song. So really enjoyed this one. Very cool. It looks like we've got some comments here. It looks like Jess says their harmonies are always so good. Ending on a live performance. This is a B side off their Thrilling album, another fan favorite B side. Very nice. And then Jazz is pretty simple song, but beautiful nonetheless, and their B-sides are truly so good. And then someone just says nice. Very cool. I think in terms of favorites, this one's going to be a little bit more difficult, but I feel like I can do it. I'm going to probably say Salty was one of my favorites. I have to say Salty and Reveal, I feel like were two back-to-back hits. So I feel like I got to say them. And then I think I'll do Giddy Up, and I'll give an honorable mention to the Steeler. I feel like those are probably the ones that I was the most gung ho about that I really liked. So I feel like that's probably gonna be it in terms of favorites for part one. How many are left after this? I believe it is 16. Because we have Maverick, Echo, Sweet, Whisper, Survive the Night, All About You, Roar, Savior, Lip Gloss, Passion Fruit, Watch It, Rat in the Trap, Honey, Nectar, Hurt Me Less, and it looks like that one is a It's Live, which I love, and Trigger is the newest one. So I if we feel like it's a good stopping point, then definitely let me know. I could probably, if you want me to check out Maverick that before I close it out, then I can do Maverick. I am, you know, if Maverick would be a good stopping point, then great. If you feel like we should listen to Maverick next, then that I'm completely fine with listening to Maverick now. So I'll leave it up to chat. Start with Maverick. It's a hype song. Okay, perfect. All right, very cool. Well, if you joined us, thanks for joining. And if you happen to find out about this video on YouTube, come join us on Twitch. I wind up doing a lot of these on Twitch live. As you can tell, lovely chat to my left, I guess, technically. They're great. Great community. If you do see the Discord link, come hang out, come join. It's like the best way to not only know what happens here on the channel 99% of the time, but as well as that, everyone's really awesome and really inviting and very welcoming. So please come join, myself included. I would love to have you. Would love to get to know more about you. So come join, come hang out. It'd be a blast. And let us know more specifically. Let me know who you'd like me to cover in the future. All doors are unlocked now, so I can practically cover what I would like to cover. But we are doing part 2 of the Boyz on Wednesday, and we will be doing more streams and stuff like that in the future. So again, keep an eye on Discord. That's the best way to know when I'm doing that sort of stuff. I still have to post End Flying Part 2. I also have to post a couple other videos that I missed out on posting. So if you're on Patreon, thank you for being patient. I will have those uploaded for y'all. And then you should be good to go. So come join us, come hang out. Big salutes to Kaylee and Jazz for helping out with the back to the vibe. No Santa says we back to the Monday, Wednesday schedule. Yeah, so I want to preface, No Santa, if you watch this, I did make an unfortunate announcement that both Alex and Therese will not be coming back. It was no bad blood. So I do not want people to go and harass them. It was amicable. It just it didn't really work out, and I would like to be able to provide y'all with as much content as I physically am able to do. So unfortunately, they will not be coming back. Like I said, I don't have any ill will towards them, and I respect that they have chosen to move on. So it will just be me Mondays, Wednesdays, and then again the weekend streams. I hope to be doing those more consistently. So just for our EU homies out there. So probably try to do that. That's what the plan is, at least in my mind and how I'd hope to do it. Yeah, Brandon featuring me. You will see my cat probably more frequently. So yeah, that's what it is. Like I said, I feel bad that there were some promises made, and like I said, I don't want people to feel, I don't want people to feel bad for me. I like I said, I unfortunately don't like to bring bad news or bad aura to the chat, because y'all are great and I appreciate you working with me, but that's kind of like, again, what had happened, and again, it is what it is. So but yeah, thanks y'all for hanging out, thanks for joining, thanks for sticking with me, and we'll be rocking it solo for quite a bit. So hopefully have Sierra back on. I know Sierra likes to come on every once in a while and hang out, so we'll probably have her back on in the foreseeable future. But yeah, come hang out, and if you would like to be a part of it, feel free to come on. I know Sarah has come on in the chat before as well too, so I'm sure Sarah will come back on for Boyz Planet and Zero Base One. So I'll have my work cut out for me, but very excited. Thanks y'all for everybody saying thanks for doing this for 9 years. I appreciate you if you joined yesterday or if you're been here for a bit. It's always feel like really grateful about it. So appreciate y'all for sticking with me. But we'll see y'all on Wednesday for part 2 of the Boyz, and hope y'all have a nice time zone. See y'all on Wednesday. Peace.